Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor who's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? Meteorologist Frank Gaetano here, live from the Hail Palace for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast. As always, sponsored by the C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and the American Contractor Show. They are linked below in the description of this video, so make sure you check those guys out. And thanks to them for helping us make this possible, be able to do these videos for you guys. Let's jump in right to today's weather headlines. We do have a low-end hail and wind risk today. SPC actually took out the hail risk, but I'm going to keep it in there because I do think that we do have about a 5% chance that some of these places in my hail risk can see some quarter-size hail today, and we do have a wind risk. I'll talk about that. And we do have an unusual city that we don't often see in our risk area in the risk today, so I'll talk about that when we get to the map. And we have a risk, that risk transitions towards the northeast tomorrow, so a hail and wind risk in the northeast tomorrow. We'll see if we can squeak out some decent sized hail out of some of those storms, and then we'll do a little quick look over and see what's going on in the tropics as the Atlantic starts to heat up. Do have a couple events to talk about. The 2021 FRSA Convention and Expo at Gaylord Palms Resort in, is it Kissimmee or Kissimmee? I don't know, but I say Kissimmee. It's July 21st to July 23rd this year, 2021. So I want you to come out and see us at that event. And then this is one we're excited about. We are hosting this event, the Race for Recovery, here in Oklahoma, in Norman at the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. 100% of the proceeds to this go to Roofers in Recovery. So a ticket gets you, I think it's 2 races guaranteed. There's going to be food trucks, live music. It's going to be a great event, and you have plenty of time to sign up for this event. It's September 15th of this year, so make sure you get signed up for that. And we're really excited about doing this for Roofers in Recovery. So let's go into the storm reports from yesterday. Pretty low-end day, 0 tornado reports, only 2 large hail reports, and 24 high wind reports. Where does it put us at for the year? 617 total for tornadoes, 3573 for hail, and just under 7,100 for wind. And where does that put us in relation to last year? Yes, we are still behind of last year. Almost 1,000 at this point for tornado reports last year, 4,500 hail reports, and over 12,000 high wind reports at this time last year. So we're running a little bit behind. We'll see if the summer can heat up and we can catch up, but it's not looking too great at this moment. We are below average. Here's a take a look at our current conditions. We do have a swath of showers and thunderstorms going across the Midwest up towards the Great Lakes, and we're going to see some development here in the lower Midwest area up towards the Great Lakes region and up in Wisconsin here today, but we got another couple hours till we start seeing that happen. Let's take a look at the temperatures here. 94 degrees in New York, it's hot. We did have some crazy High temperatures in the Pacific Northwest yesterday, over 110 degrees in a lot of places out there, generally in the 70s and then the 80s down towards the south, where we have scattered showers going on in the south and the southeast. In those dew points, it's pretty muggy out there. Once you start seeing those 70-degree dew points, it starts to feel a little muggy, a little sticky out there, and this is going to give us some energy for the storms today as we move forward into our forecast CAPE, that's convective available potential energy. So this is the available energy for storms to utilize. And this is around 3:30 p.m. We see a nice little swath of decent energy here just south of Chicago, and we will see some storm development in this area, some scattered storms developing and then transitioning eastward. Not too much energy up here in Wisconsin, but we do have another low-end hail and wind risk in areas of Wisconsin. So let's take a look as that moves forward. You see that energy start to go down as the night goes onward. Those storms use up that energy, and then we're left with not much as we get into the overnight period. So here's what the radar is going to look like. As we move this forward, we do see some scattered storms developing in central Wisconsin, and then down here south of Chicago in the Champaign area and to the northwest of Indianapolis. We do see some storms start to develop this afternoon around 3-4 o'clock, and then those are going to continue to develop and transition to the east, northeast. Wisconsin, you're going to end earlier your risk than places farther east, but generally after 10, 11 o'clock tonight, the risk should be winding down. It's not too crazy of a day, but hopefully we can squeak out some severe reports and get some maps made for you guys out here in the Ohio Valley towards the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. So, oh yeah, here's our, I almost forgot the slide existed. Here's our radar for Vegas, which is the city I was speaking of. We do have a low-end severe wind risk for Las Vegas today as we see storms start to develop this afternoon into this evening. So this is 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be about 6 p.m. Local time for Vegas. As those storms transition southward, we could see some gusty winds upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour if we can get those storms to actually get far enough south to impact Las Vegas. So we'll have to wait and see till this evening to see how that works out. But yeah, I just thought it's a little neat. We don't really see Vegas in the risk too often, so it's kind of fun that we're seeing them in the risk. Here's our map for today for your hail risk. This is a low-end hail risk, probably about 5% chance that any of these places actually do see hail up to quarter, maybe $half size. Green Bay, low-end risk, and La Crosse, a low-end risk. And we'll work our way down to the southeast, Fort Wayne with a low-end risk, and Champaign, Illinois with a low-end risk. And like I showed you before, the storm's going to develop out here and then transition off to the east, northeast towards the Fort Wayne area in Detroit up here, and then work their way as the risk dwindles down a little bit overnight in this evening. Here's our wind forecast for today. We see a lot of the same areas. Included a lot of Michigan in this one, though. Lansing, you have a low-end risk. Indianapolis, storms might be just to your north, but I included you because if they do form a little bit further south, you're at risk for gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour. Cleveland is in the risk later on this evening, and then those storms transition towards the east. Rochester, you might see something later on this evening between about 7 to 11 p.m. And we go down here. Here's our low-end risk for Las Vegas. Generally wind chances of 50 to 60 miles per hour with the strongest storm if they can make it far enough south to give you that wind chance. My clicker's not working. There we go. Here's our future radar for tomorrow. We see scattered storms already ongoing as we get towards the noon hour, and then those are also going to continue to develop throughout the day. The northeast has your best shot. We've got a moderate shot, probably 15 to 20% chance of some gusty winds in a swath coming from central Pennsylvania up to the northeast through about Bangor, Maine, as we see those storms transition eastward throughout the day into the evening hours. And then in the later evening hours, these storms should work their way off the coast, and there goes the risk. But it's a little bit better chance for some high winds in the northeast tomorrow. What's that map look like? Here's our hail map for tomorrow first. In a swath from about Albany, New York, up through Bangor, Maine, we could see some $quarter to $half size hail, about 5% chance for Albany, Burlington, and also all the way eastward towards Portland, and then we'll take a look at what the wind map looks like. We do have storms that do develop, some scattered storms all the way far southwest enough as about Louisville and the Evansville area. A little lower chance out there, but we could see about 5% chance for gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour for Louisville, up to the northeast towards Columbus and Pittsburgh, and we work our way northeast here. More moderate chances, so 15 to 20% chance range for gusty winds in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Syracuse, New York, and Concord, New Hampshire. And now let's take a look at the tropical chances here. We actually do have 2 disturbances. One of them has a better chance of formation, so we got a 30% chance of formation in the next 2 days and a 40% chance of formation in the next 5 days. And it's a area we like to call fantasy land, where you get far enough out in the models, but the GFS model does show something developing in the Gulf about 240 hours out from now. So it's fantasy land. It usually doesn't pan out, but it is showing something developing in the Gulf, so it's something that we need to continue to look at, and as this disturbance works its way towards the west-northwest. But that's all I got for you guys today. We do see the Atlantic heating up. We do expect an active hurricane season, so we'll keep you guys updated on that. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're at Hail Trace for all those. If you want to get in contact with us, 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or if you want to use the intercom chat feature in the lower right-hand corner of the screen on our website, just go to hailtrace.com and get in contact with us that way. For Hail Trace, I'm meteorologist Frank Gaetano. Everybody have a great rest of your day.